got this feeling.
I tend to be that person that's really strong within whatever group I'm in, and as I'm growing, learning that that's not always the healthy thing, and that people need to, even within your small groups, take turns of who needs help. You know, that one can't always be the sad friend, you know, and I can't always be the strong friend because it doesn't help me and it doesn't help them, right? So sometimes we'll have to say, all right, it's my turn. And then you can pray for me and you can help me and you can intercede for me. And so then it's a little more balance, and that has been hard though, because sometimes you...
Welcome, youth developer. That was just a sneak peek into today's interview with Kara Miller, mother of 3 beautiful girls, as well as a program coordinator in Springfield, Massachusetts, and my dear friend from college. Let's hear her story.
I started off as a fitness coordinator with a degree in physical education. That's what I went to school for, and wanted to teach in the schools, and then it just didn't work out that way. Timing was off, and then what I was seeing in the schools and how movement and activity was valued, it's not so much, or at least where I was doing my student teaching, it wasn't valued so much. So then I stumbled into this position, which I thought was going to be like a temporary thing that they were just trying out in the area of being able to teach kids how to exercise. And I thought, wow, that's cool. Kids and movement, that's exactly what I went to school for. And it really has just developed into this whole awesome thing up in the area.
Wow. And what age groups do you work with?
We go ages 6 through 21, 22, when they're no longer considered pediatrics. I've done as young as 3 that I used to work with, but the program now is really about 6 or 7 years old at the youngest.
Got it. Either what are you currently reading right now to sharpen your song, or what have been 3 of the most influential books growing up?
Let's be honest. I just stumbled onto Audible a few months ago, and it feels really weird to say like I read a book, but really I listened to it. The first one was Necessary Endings.
Necessary Endings. Tell me about that.
Necessary Endings is really good. Businesses and relationships, or business relationships and personal relationships that need to end. That applies to me.
Yeah.
But just understanding that God is a God of boundaries, and He still loves us fully.
Yeah.
But that piece of it is like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we do, as Christians, beat ourselves up a little bit when we want space or we need to draw the line somewhere, and we convince ourselves that it's not okay, and we have to be open, we have to be loving, and
yeah, absolutely. This is why we talk about self-care a lot. Like Christians and people who are in the field of service, we think that it's all about go, do.
Serve.
And burn yourself out.
Right.
But the Bible says love others as yourself. It's as equally important. And I just got it after being at the YMCA for like 16 years.
Yeah.
I never took care of myself.
I love that you just said that.
That counts, right? It's a
lot of
Necessary
Endings is good because I am that person who is like, one more chance. Hang in there. We can do it. If we just work this thing out, just try this part, just try this. And I do that with everything. I don't like to let go and just say, all right, that failed and it's over and let's move on to something new. I really want to see what I can do and how I can problem solve. And sometimes you just can't do that. Sometimes things can't be fixed.
That's
and
true.
Just to let go. Also on Audible, No More Faking Fine.
No more
faking fine.
Faking fine. Oh, like I'm fine?
That strong exterior that we all like to put up, and we're not going to cry in front of anybody or let you know what's going on in my life. And another one where I need to serve you, so we're not really going to let you help me because I've got to stay strong because your issue is more important, and we're just going to cater to that. But in the meantime, I'm broken and hurting, and also another like Christian book. So the mentality that as Christians we need to be fine because we have a God that's so big. Why should we ever be sad? But just understanding that that's not biblical. David cried. Job questioned why. Like, why is this going on? What is going on with me? And having that conversation with God, it doesn't shake him. You know, we're afraid to have it, and we think we look like bad people if we have that question of why, but that's where he can enter in, and he can work with us and love us through it and heal us through it. But if we just say, I'm good and I'm hard, well, you know, that doesn't do anything for us. We just stuff it down and it resurfaces later, so.
Oh.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
Next, let's talk about your mentors. Either mentors right now, growing up. It could be a mentor that you've never met. Like, I used to look up to Janet Jackson for most of my teenage life.
Miss Janet.
You know?
Right now, my boss is a pretty big mentor. She doesn't know it. And every once in a while, I'll slip something in there like, I'm really happy that I'm working for you. But she's just got a way of juggling and managing and delegating with a way that doesn't make you feel like you got work dumped on you, but that you were given responsibility and that you want to reach that task, which is really nice. And she's awesome. Like, how do you get that much stuff done and still have time for this and still have time for that? And I think about all the women in my family just who lived their lives and they served and they didn't know they were, you know, just being these awesome role models, or maybe they did. But that's who I kind of model. It's like that Christian example, but all presentable. And there's like that crown of honor that they just all wore so gracefully.
Crown of Honor.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you seen The Crown on Netflix?
No.
It's good.
Don't make me start binge watching. I need to be reading.
Who would you consider your social support? Like your peers, your peeps?
So right now, church family. Definitely. And we all have someone that we can go to with each individual issue of what we're going through. It might be one person who handles work, and another one when it comes to my family, and another one where it comes to my spiritual life that I can connect with, or my finances, or my other friendships and relationships, you know. But just having those people that you feel that you can trust and go to. Also, letting your guard down. I tend to be that person that's really strong within whatever group I'm in, and as I'm growing, learning that that's not always the healthy thing, and that people need to, even within your small groups, take turns of who needs help. You know, that one can't always be the sad friend, you know, and I can't always be the strong friend because it doesn't help me and it doesn't help them, right? So sometimes we'll have to say, all right, it's my turn. And then you can pray for me and you can help me and you can intercede for me. Right. And so then it's a little more balance, and that has been hard though. So I am not that person who has a vision. And when we were sitting over there and I'm like, I just love it. I love that you have a vision. That's not me. Like, I don't have a vision for the living room that I'm trying to decorate. I don't have a vision for the outfit that I want to wear. I do not have a vision long term. And then I would get around people, either in the church community or, you know, just in my personal life, and you talk about growing and where you want to be, and then it starts to feel really bad. Like, I didn't even think about that. That's not even on my radar. I'm so content with where I am. Not necessarily complacent where I just, you know, never want to grow, but I'm very comfortable with where I am. And then I realized, I forget how this came about, but I think somebody was talking about teachers. And when a teacher has a job, their job for the next like 30, 40 years is to teach. You know, they're not like, I'm going to teach and then be the vice principal and then I'm going to go here and run the school. You know, like, no, their heart is, this is what I want to do and I'm going to invest all into this. And it kind of clicked, like, Carrie, you're a teacher and that's what you set out to do. And you're doing it and you're going to invest all your time and energy into that. You're not thinking like, let me go big, you know, teach all the children in America. No, I just want to be the best I can be with where I'm at. And so there's still a little bit of balance for me of trying to find, okay, you should probably think about how you're going to grow. That's why it's kind of nice that I just got that promotion. So I'm growing a little bit, but at the same time, like, I just want to be where I'm at and be the best where I'm at, like fully focus on that and enjoy everything that God has given me in that moment and figure out how to just own it and live it. So,
Yeah.
no vision. Sorry. They're both one and the same. It's build the relationship. Yeah. That's where, you know, like you smile with someone, you ask them about their day, and listen. And it's, you know, because sometimes we do that, hey, how you doing? And we don't really care, we're gone as we say it. So just that interaction. It's not, okay, here's what I need you to do today, because I am teaching and there is a lesson and we have to get through it. But I've got to check in with you and see how you're doing. Yeah. Even in the workday, there's things that need to get done, that need to happen, but I also want to check in with you.
Yes. And that is very you. You've always been about the relationships. So you're a role model of that.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Awesome.
Right. And that wraps up our interview with Cara Miller. Yes, a true superstar. As always, my friends, please leave your love, comments, and likes. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.
The world waits for a miracle. The heart longs for a little bit of hope. Oh, come.